What's up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be going over the Destiny 2 update 7.0.5.0 that released on April 18th. Right now, we're on Bungie.com, so smash that like button. For the seasonal battlegrounds, they fixed an issue where the consecrated essence could appear duplicated. Cool. For Crucible, they added a new 6v6 connection-based matchmaking weekly rotator, which includes Clash, Zone Control, and Rift. Okay. The existing 6v6 party rotator is now Mayhem, Momentum Control, and Scorched. Updated tutorial Crucible quest to reflect changes to available playlist. Okay. Added a metric showing off your competitive division rank. Ascendant competitive division players can now purchase an emblem from Shaxx. They fixed Errant, Glorious, and Dreadgen awarding gilding. I think I read that right. All players must regild their titles if they have completed their requisite triumphs. Increase the strength of the respawn overshield in Crucible. In Rift, activating grapple no longer drops the spark, and in Rift again, players can no longer dunk the spark while moving faster than 15 meters per second or while using a grapple ability. For Vanguard Ops, Legend difficulty defiant battlegrounds now rotate their weapon overcharge weekly. Defeating Tormentors now provides revive tokens like Champions and Hive Guardians in some activities. I'm guessing Grandmaster Nightfall. Fixed Hive door locks and Heist battlegrounds to behave the same in all versions of the activity. Tune difficulty in Heist battlegrounds present in Vanguard and Nightfall playlist. Fix an issue where a crash could rarely occur shortly after picking up the solar cell in the arms dealer. And fix an issue where the arms dealer enemies, which continually respond to drop required solar cells, could be farmed limitlessly for points. For the raids and dungeons, they fixed an issue in a duality dungeon where Nightmare of Gowran cannot teleport back to the encounter space after falling out of the environment. Man, I really wish they looked over that one. Fix an issue where checkpoints were shared between Legend and Master Mode for raids and dungeons. I wish they didn't fix that one either. Fixed an issue in Root of Nightmares where decision encounter would sometimes soft lock, preventing progress. That's happened to me before. Fixed an issue in Root of Nightmares where sometimes the intended screen VFX did not play when players failed the encounter. You know what happened last night? I was doing Nezarec and sometimes it still bugs out. And you know how like right before the damage phase, he gets hit with a beam? Yeah. Instead of getting hit with a beam, the music just started playing. They gotta fix that still. Fixed an issue in Root of Nightmares where Nezarec will sometimes not cast a wipe when intended. Damn. That must be nice. Exotic Mission. Fix an issue where players could sometimes get pushed through walls by Vex traps and then get stuck there. That's nice. Alright. I'm looking for the weapon buffs and nerfs. Because now we're on gameplay and investment. For armor, they fixed an issue where the Peacekeeper's reload perk wouldn't activate after you stowed an energy slot SMG. And they also fixed an issue where Phoenix Cradle was not consistently extending the duration of the Soul Invictus buff while Burning Maul was equipped. For the weapons, fixed an issue where certain Gambit weapons were not contributing to the Dark Age Arsenal Triumph. Oh, okay. PvE primary weapon balance. Yes, this is what we're here for. Increase the damage of the following weapon types against red and orange bar enemies in PvE. Auto rifles get a 25% buff. Pulse rifles, hand cannons, and sidearms get a 20% buff. Scout rifles get a 10% buff. And that's it. For the weapon archetypes, submachine guns, Aikilos SMG to be exact. Removed some tuning in the custom scope that was causing this weapon has significantly less recoil than intended. The recoil is now in line with other aggressive SMGs. Hand cannons. Fix an issue causing the Adept Exalted Truth to have a lower magazine size in the standard version. Fusion rifles. Rapid fires. Per burst from 245 to 260 and per bolt 27.2 to 28.9. Damage in PvE is unchanged. Trace rifles. Increase base damage by 4%. Base damage goes from 12 to 12.5. Reduce precision hit multiplier from 1.5x to 1.35x. Crit damage goes from 16.8 to 16.9. Reduce flinch by 10% at 100 stability stat. Scales down at lower values. For sniper rifles, the rapid fire sniper rifles, they've been given a reduced recoil by 50%. Increased total ammunition, magazine plus reserves by 30%. Heavy grenade launchers, they fixed an issue where Amalon heavy grenade launchers were missing their VFX. Fixed an issue where dimensional hypertrochoid could be obtained with a range of masterwork. This fix prevents the weapon from dropping with range and changes any existing copies with range to the equivalent handling tier. Okay. For exotic weapons, the final warning can no longer mark targets through Titan barricades. The Terrible. I don't even have the Terrible unlocked. I'm actually grinding for that. Reduce the amount of Ravenous Beast energy generated when taking damage from 3% to 1%. Reduce zoom from 16 to 15. Revision 0. 4 times the charm will now be reset when entering Hunter's Trace. This will prevent the issue of firing a single shot while in Hunter's Trace and being forcibly returned to pulse mode when 4 times the charm activates. Increase PvE damage of the Hunter Trace by 25% and increase PvE damage of the Hake Heavy Burst rounds by 75%. That's a big one. For the perks, they fixed an issue in which the enhanced version of the Wellspring perk generated too little energy when the player had any number of charged abilities. Other changes added to the capability to upgrade Root of Nightmare's adept weapons with enhanced traits. If you have unlocked Deep Sight on weapons, an enhancement socket will be available to perform this upgrade in the weapon details screen. They also fixed tooltips for master dungeons to properly list artifice armor as rewards. Thank God. Abilities, the Rally Barricade. The area of effect now extends simply further beyond and above the Rally Barricade to make staying in the buff area more achievable, especially on uneven terrain. Fix an issue where stasis shards created by Glacial Harvest aspect would not grant melee ability energy to Penumbral Blast if the player had a sword or glaive readied. Fix an issue where Jolt Chaining Lightning was unable to target some types of PvE combatants. Fix an issue where trying to throw rapidly while carrying a tango could result in an uncharged melee attack. Bounties and Pursuits. Fix an issue where players could interact with the evidence board after the exotic glaive pursuit is complete. Nice. I heard a lot of people complain about that one. And last but not least, in the general tab, they added the best dress commendation. Fix an issue where the objective to complete a dungeon solo spelunker does not count completions Wait, what? Fix an issue where the objective to complete a dungeon solo spelunker does not count completions from before the player is Guardian rank 10. Fix an issue where the objective to complete the raid on Master Difficulty does not count completions from before the player is Guardian rank 10. Players who have crafted their first exotic glaive from the Rich Queen can now claim the patterns for their other characters from the evidence board. Veteran players now receive the correct amount of lore books when they reach Guardian rank 7 for the first time. And last but not least, they have fixed an issue where players are blocked from progressing past Guardian rank 3 if they previously bought all available subclass aspects. Nice. And that seems to wrap up the Destiny 7.0.5.0 update. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching. Peace!